Howdy folks, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to winter in Foothills County on May 9th. May 9th and she's just covered in cocaine. Wow, look at that. What are you doing out here, bud? Hi. You followed me out, did you? No one's playing the snow. Hey, look at this. Sit. Hey, wait. Sit. Sit. All right, Bella, what do you say we go and work on some cars? Because we're doing car content again. Let's get into it.
King of the swingers, oh, the jungle VIP. I've reached the top and had to stop, and that's what's bothering me. I wanna be a man cub, and stroll right into town, and be just like the other men. I'm tired of walking around. Oh, ooby-doo, I wanna do like you. I wanna walk like you, talk like you too. You say it's true, and it's like me. Can learn to be human too. Oh, ooby-doo, I want to be like you. I want to walk like you, talk like you too. You say it's true, and they like me. And learn to be human too. Oh, ooby-doo, I want to be like you.
Welcome back to Tireroasters garage, the actual garage. So I got the Yukon in here, and unfortunately I'm working on the daily today. But I'm doing the timing set in this thing, the independent cam timing sprocket and blah, 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 oil pump, you name it. That's what I'm getting into today. And then when this one's done, I'm gonna pull the Mustang in here because I gotta get the header gaskets on it, get it running again. And then I get to go pick up my engine in Calgary for the 02 WS6 and get this thing on the road this year. Also, the Cobra has developed a rear diff leak, as they all do. So I got this here little fancy diff girdle for her. Ford Racing diff girdle for the Cobra. Hopefully that takes care of the issue. Seal her up. And then as soon as the snow melts, she'll be on the road. And yeah, I'm gonna put this thing up for sale between 12 and 15 grand here in Alberta if anyone's looking for a 2012 Yukon Denali. It's in great shape, 220,000 kilometers on it. Yeah, she's a minty old prick. And yeah, like I said, get this thing pulled up and put the new motor in it. I got a whole new stereo system for it. All JL audio stuff. That'll be cool. Got a subwoofer, also JL audio. And yeah, we can reassemble this thing, take it in for ceramic coating and all that. I'm going to do a little chin spoiler on the bottom or like a splitter or whatever. Yeah, it'll be cool having that old girl back. And then we got to talk about the Coyote swap here. 2011 Coyote 5-liter 4-valve. Got the big old 88mm turbo on it and a fabbed hot side kit from CG Fabrication down in Arizona, I believe. Team Z tubular K member and A-arms and all that. I got some coilovers for the front. And I got to get that swapped into my jalapeno red 85 GT and hopefully have her ready for Miles of Mayhem. That's the goal this year, is to take that car on Miles of Mayhem, but we'll see. If worst case scenario happens, I'll have to take the low mile Cobra. That'll be a shit show. Something's gonna break. Hey, here's all my parts for the Yukon. I got my oil pump, timing set, and I got a few other little things like tensioner, airbag sensor for the door, a few things like that to get it through out of province safety. And yeah, get this thing out of here. I just had to wait like 2 weeks for a harmonic balancer puller for this thing, a GM specific harmonic balancer puller, because none of my other universal ones would work, unfortunately. So yeah, that's what I'm about to start tearing into here, get that pulley off, get the timing cover off, and then pull the sprockets out and replace all that. And hopefully she quits slapping, knocking, and fucking missing. So here's the tool I've been waiting a better part of 2 weeks for. It's a GM specific harmonic balancer puller kit. As you can see, it just has the hooks all the way around it on the 3 sides to hook inside of the harmonic balancer, and it has these extension rods that go down into the hole where the bolt goes. So I'll pull this bolt out of the crank. Take me new fancy dancy tool here. Yeah, she just hooks her on these 3 little tabs around the inside of the neck of the pulley. Now the neat thing about this specific puller is on the end here you can either use a box end wrench or you can put your 3/8 ratchet right on there. and then just go to town on her. Man, I was dicking around with my other pullers there, my universal ones. This is just done in no time. It's already halfway off. Just working minty, my guy. That was the easiest stress-free pulley removal in my life. Really helps to have the proper tools, but sometimes you don't have the proper tools and you're paying $100 for a specific ass tool. But this $100 for this specific ass tool, recommend any day. There's certain tools I have like that where I just like, I'd rather smash my head through a piece of drywall than use not proper tools in certain scenarios. Well, I'm officially waiting on parts for the Yukon. Got into it, got the oil pump off, and then I realized I risk ripping the O-ring. So I'm gonna drop the oil pan out of it, and the diff and all that, and do it the proper way. So I gotta wait another week on parts. So kicked her out of the shop, gonna turn the Cobra around here and do the diff on it. Get the Mustang in here, the other Mustang. I got like 20 Mustangs. Get the Mustang in here, do the header gaskets on it. Yeah, hopefully shimmy some things around and get the engine in this thing. I'll go pick up the engine this week for it. And yeah, just try to keep projects going around here. I'm gonna sell a bunch of shit. Too much shit. But yeah, that's what I'm doing now. I don't know how I'm gonna get that thing back into here. It's gonna be really annoying, but it is what it is. First fire up of the year. She sounds good, eh? Wow. Can't wait to drive this thing. And that's another reason I got the Yukon out of the garage. I'm like, I want to drive my Cobra and the diff is leaking, so I got to get the diff done in it so I can drive it. I'm probably putting this one up for sale because I'm at the point in my life where I'm like, hey man, you have a 3-car garage and it's tight to get cars in and out. It's really a 2-car garage, but I make 3 work. But when like 2 vehicles or 3 aren't running, it's a shit show. So yeah, unfortunately, I'm going to start parting with some of the cleaner cars like this one because this car is a responsibility, and I got enough of a responsibility of that one over there. I like my Mustang, my Fox body. It's easy to keep clean because it's a beater. So I'm just kind of, the fancy cars, I'm just kind of like, sick of them, not going to lie. Nice to see her out in the sunlight again for the first time since fall. Oh man, look at the mess of diff oil she left on the floor here. I had to carefully pull out and like, I had it right up against the wall, so I had to pull over and I had to like do this a bunch of times so I could clear the oil puddle and get her out without streaking all over the goddamn place. Man, I'm excited. The Mustangs, we're gonna get them going. We're gonna get the old Fords going, believe it or not. Today's a special day out in the Hofer Ranch. We got a visitor all the way from Nova Scotia. Mechanic Sam.
Hi everybody.
How the hell are you?
Fantastic. How are you?
Good.
What
Sam.
a gorgeous spot, Tanner.
Thanks, man.
What a beautiful place.
Sam, first thing he does when he comes out here is he's working on my tractor.
Well, we had a bunch of stuff to move around and he's trying to ponder how we're gonna move this and what we're gonna do, and I got this in the way and I'm like, well, what's wrong with the tractor?
Yeah.
Poor guy. The steering shaft here looks like it's slipping a bit, so we're gonna at least take it apart and investigate and get some parts on order for the guy. And then he'll have his handy tractor, because every man needs a good tractor, I think.
So Sam is about to finish his drive from Nova Scotia to where, Whistler?
Yeah, Pemberton, Whistler.
Pemberton, Whistler.
Sea to Sky corridor is where I get the privilege of spending my summer months lately, so.
To your other property is?
Yeah, I have a place up near Darcy, and lots of friends and family, and or I guess they're all friends, but they seem like family in Pemberton. And my wife runs a business in Whistler. We do guided trail rides on horseback from May to October. So I'm going to take care of the horses and get our whole world set up there. But yeah, Tanner offered, we have the Pemberton Off-Road Rebels. I was the president for 7 years. Anyways, it's an awesome motorsport event just in between Whistler and Pemberton. It's June 4th and 5th. It's the 41st annual. I guess we missed a couple years because of the COVID, but we're back in action, and the new organizers and coordinators are doing a real top-notch job. And I know there's a lot of guys that have been at home during COVID tuning up their hot rods and their machines, so I'm sure it's going to be an absolute spectacle. So if you're in the area, please come down and sit in the beer gardens and enjoy the festivities.
That's where I'll be. That's where I'll be on June 4th and 5th.
Well, I hope so, but if there's anything I can do to help you along, and there's spots to stay for you. And yeah, thanks for your support for here and now, and back in Ottawa, buddy. Stand-up individual.
Thanks for coming out, Sam.
Oh, buddy, my pleasure. What a spot, right?
Yeah.
And
You're gonna be driving into them Rockies out there.
Oh, I can't wait, man. My heart has been longing. It's incredible what it does to you. You know, I live in Nova Scotia, and I get to see this regularly. And some people they don't know what the outside of their own town looks like. So for me to be able to ricochet back and forth and see everybody's little pockets of awesome, this is the Canada I know that's worth fighting for. And I know a lot of people that are stuck in the cities and in cubicles. They're eager to stick with the narrative because it's easy for them. It doesn't displace them. But I'm fighting for people like me and like you, and like there's more to it than meets the eye. And like you look at that mountain range right there, man. That is top notch. Holy hits. It's so good for the soul. So, anyways, love you all. Thanks for supporting Tanner. Thanks for supporting me. And yeah, getting greasy for freedom will never stop.
Boom! Uncle Sam has one hell of a nice Dodge Ram.
It's cooling, eh?
See you later, bro. See, that's a box on a truck. 8-foot bed. It's got a cap on her, buddy. Off to the Rockies Sam goes. Where he'll stop, we kind of know. He's going to Pemberton area, Whistler. Yeah, it's got that mud bog event there on June the 4th and 5th. So I'm gonna head down there for that because I love Sam, and any event that he's putting on, that's gonna be a good event. So come on down. So yeah, now that I got the Yukon kicked out while I wait for parts, I got the Mustang in here. I got to throw the headers back on it. And then I can get this thing running and tuck away in the shed for a bit. And then I can get the Cobra in here. I can do the rear differential leak on it, start driving that. Also, Slowbird, for some reason, the master cylinder on this thing decided to start leaking over the winter, and it started to develop some rust on the door, which kind of sucks. But yeah, so I got to replace the master cylinder in it, and then get her ready for May long weekend. And yeah, that's about all we're doing around here. And I'm going to get this thing running for the first time since... back in the fall, I think. Yeah, so it's gonna be nice. It's gonna be nice hearing this thing chop. I've actually never heard it with open headers before, so you're gonna hear it here first with me. Yeah, she's got a face-plated TKO in her, Lakewood bell housing, Ford Racing aluminum drive shaft, built 8.8, Team Z suspension front and back, tubular A-arms, you name it. She's a built little pony. She's a one-trick pony. These collectors are so annoying to try to line up. That was the easiest it's ever gone for me, not gonna lie. So I got the headers all bolted up here, and then I go to fire the car up, I kick the fuel pump on, and the nitrocide solenoid just starts spraying fuel everywhere, because I forgot to put this little cap on there, because I took my nitro system off for now. And yeah, so put that back on there, and we'll try to fire up here, see if she goes. Look how clean that 393 is, eh? Electric water pump, the only thing the belt drives is the alternator on her. Yeah, she's got AFR Renegade heads on her. 12-to-1 compression. It's based off the 72 351 block. So to find this part, I had to pull the Cobra out. Had to push the Trans Am ahead on an angle so I can get this box down from that shelf. I've designed this garage to give me as much room as possible to work on cars, but unfortunately both sides of the garage have been utilized for shelving space and stuff like that. So a little bit of a shit show when I need something. So I try to put my most important stuff in that little addition I built over there and all up front here. But once in a while I need something like Mustang parts out of this box. Actually, this is cool. I found the original shifter from one of my Fox bodies, like the OG shifter, and I got this T56 for that red Coyote swap car I'm doing. So I'm like, well, whenever I get an actual shifter base for it, I'll just run this little shifter. Yeah, and that 85 jalapeno red Fox will look OG, eh? Have this Coyote stuffed in there. Imagine this though. You got this Coyote with the blue powered by Ford coil covers underneath the minty jalapeno red hood of an 85 Fox body. Like, that's going to be a really cool little swap, eh? Turbski! That's her warm idle. First time I've ever heard it with open headers, man. Wow, that's pretty neat. Yeah, got it all nice and cleaned up in here. Alright, so the Mustang's officially running again, but I made a real amateur mistake. I didn't put enough RTV on the back of the intake manifold when I put the new gaskets in, so it's leaking oil out of the back, unfortunately, so I gotta pull that manifold off and reseal it. But I just pulled the Cobra in, so I can do the new Ford Racing diff girdle in it. And yeah, that's the next project. And then I'll post another video updating this next week. So with that being said, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next episode of Tireroasters Garage. The hell we got here? Whitney's new whip. The Weirdo Mobile. Ford Escape 2003. She's got a girthy hog on her. Catch you next time, folks.